right. I'm going to simplify it for you, bro. I like this guy. I've subscribed to him for a little bit. Real MK Tom Brady. Another professional, right? And again, it's nothing against these people. The problem is, though, is that there is absolutely an incredible divide between the average Mortal Kombat fan / consumer and the 2% professionals and the tryhards that think that the game needs to be tailored to them. Right? I watched this video. It's not bad. But again, coming from... oh, by the way, the video over there is me being held in the air for 10 seconds in the first round, losing over 400 damage just because I missed on one attack. So when I see the professionals sitting there bitching about how, oh, they're taking away the freedoms, they just need to just allow everyone, just upscale everyone with all power. Oh yeah, that'd be great, bro. Can't wait for that absolute shit show. You don't get it, do you? All you pro players, you are just so ingrained and you will only listen to your echo chamber that you just cannot fathom why NetherRealm clamped down hard on what was happening with Cyrax. And I guarantee it'll keep happening. You want to know why? Because the average consumer is the one that pays the bills for the people to make the Mortal Kombat games. Not you, and not the little esports clowns out there that think they're so top shit that they think that NetherRealm should listen to what they say. The reason why these nerfs happen, the reason why people are walking away from this game, the reason why it is, as you quote, a mess, isn't a mess for the reason you said it. It's a mess because of this bullshit that you can see in the top right hand corner. You don't think this doesn't happen with other characters? Really? This happens with every character because this is what happens. Guys like you put out videos that show people how to do this, and then people copy and paste this into their game. They get online and they either do it through a macro or they actually have somehow sat in a tutorial like practice area for God knows how long to mimic this absolute ridiculous boring style of gameplay just so they can come online and do this against everyone. This happens with every character. It doesn't matter what character it is, because there's always some combo clown out there on YouTube or Twitter or Twitch that are putting out videos saying, oh, if you do this, you'll take off 400 damage. So people either copy and paste it. They literally will put it into programs like Cronus Max or Zen Max, whatever it's called. You know, they tap one button and that's it. There are even tutorials out there, bro, that actually teach people to make it seem like they're not about to actually activate their one button 400 damage plus combo by doing this and doing that, throwing some fireballs here and doing a couple little combos and whatnot. So that way they can avoid being detected. Don't sit there and tell me and tell everyone else that the only problem with this game is the fact that they're putting brakes on some people. Dude, this entire game is a car with no brakes. What don't you understand? I've been playing games for a very long time. I've been playing fighting games for a very long time. Nobody who just buys the game to have some fun, to get online, thinks that this is fun gameplay. This is bullshit. And the only way to counter it, if you don't know how to fight, guess what you do? Oh, you got to do the same back. You've got to get online. You've got to find out your massive, gigantic tutorial. Because the game is broken, bro. Where are all the defensive options? It's funny how it is hilarious how no pro player out there, you know, the experts, right? Not a single pro player out there is asking for the return. I mean, unless you have in previous videos, but I don't hear it in this video. I don't hear, hey, you know what? We need to add defensive options so that way this shit over there doesn't keep happening. This is the first round, bro. Over 400 damage because I missed on one attack, right? I did Reiko's little two-hit kick. the low mid one, right? I don't speak pro player, you know, that's why I'm normal, right? So this is what happens. You miss on that one attack, or whatever it is, and then you lose on your way to half your health. Some characters out there can easily take half your health without even blinking. The cameos was a mistake. They need to be removed from the game. That won't happen. Everyone wants it to happen. Nobody likes the cameos except for pro players that know they can get away with this sort of shit because the soft resets their combos. The maximum damage in the game hits, what, 750 damage? It finally pops up, but it doesn't break you apart and go, oh gee whiz, you know, we've taken off 3/4 of your health, it's time to make it fair again. No, every pro player out there never talks defense. They never talk about ways to make it so that the average fan or people that are starting out outside of the standard block button, which is almost pretty much useless. In modern MK, it's almost useless. Because they have designed specific characters that move so fast, that are hitting highs and lows so quick, that it's on the defensive person's, you know, knowledge base to have to study to know how to defeat it. Now I know how to scrap, right? This shit right here, I just get tired of. I just put the controller down half the time and I get on the mic and say, just do it again, bro. I don't give a shit. Right? This isn't fucking fighting. This is lame, cheap-ass crap. You and other people put out videos that encourage this sort of stuff, and this is what we get online. Now, I don't care if you want to keep your little combos to impress your girlfriends or your esports OnlyFans whores or whatever, right? I don't give a shit. What I care about, though, is the fact that there is no balance in the game. It shouldn't just come with nerfs. It should come with tools to actually help people defend themselves. They shouldn't have to become massive experts in the lower ranks because some toolbag gets online and copies this stuff and they're just wiping the floor with everyone. Right? You can have a level 1 in Combat League wipe the floor with people. You want to know why? Because they copy this. Doesn't matter whether it's Kenshi, it doesn't matter whether it's Smoke, Scorpion, every character in this game. The only character that I have seen once, just once, because everyone else, you might come across them in a blue moon. The only character I've seen once in a Combat League was Natara. Right? The cameos have completely broken this game because they listen to you, people like you. What do you want? Pros? Oh, we love to be able to do massive combos and fly all over the air like effing Superman. Oh, just rub my belly. Just rub Ed Boon's belly and wish granted. You got what you wanted. And then what happens is that the average MK fan, right? Or the people like me who don't mind getting online and scrapping for a bit, you know, suddenly go, hang on a sec. So hang on, so I miss on one attack that might do like, I don't know, point something damage. And I lose over 400 to 500 damage in my health. And this isn't just happening to me, this is happening to the average fan. Why do you think they're walking away? Why do you think there's more people on the PC version of MK11 with more players? Dude, I did a video about it about a week ago. The pro players, the esports scene, is literal AIDS to a fighting game, right? Because all you do is sit there and demand that the game bends to your will. Me, however, what I expect in a game that I have paid for is to have it balanced. To have the tools in place so that when this bullshit happens, you can counter it. Now, it's hilarious that every single time I bring up actual reasonable requests to counter the aggressive nature of the game, all these people that cry about it don't want that in the game because they want to keep getting away with it. And that 100% proves to me that these people don't know how to scrap. They don't know to do anything else except for this sort of shit. I have beaten so many people like this and I've lost to so many people like this. And it is work. It shouldn't be work to play this game online. It should be fun. You should feel like you've got the tools for both offense and defensive right there in your bags, so that way you don't feel like you're restricted. As much as I could not stand MK11, at least they had that. At least they had the defensive options in place. At least we weren't held up in the air. When I used to play ranked online or casual, held up in the air for 400 plus damage. Never happened to me. Maybe you guys do it to people. And you guys are the reason why the average fan walks away. Because they get online thinking, oh yeah, I'll give it a go. I've gotten the practice, you know, for a little bit. I've tried some combos out. They get online. They're not just losing just because their skill level is less than mine or less than someone else's. They're getting destroyed by literal copy and paste cheaper clowns who don't know how to play the game any other way except getting on the internet and copying it what all the pros do. Where's the tech rolls? Right? The armored wakes up in this game are almost useless because you can literally 2-hit through them and you're done. So they're practically useless against certain characters that absolutely do an instant 2-hit, like Baraka's 2-hit kick. Right? So it's like, well, what's the point? You literally broke wake-ups. It actually, in some respects, it was actually better in MK11. Right? But this is the problem. This is NetherRealm's stupidity. When they decided to bring in, and this happened in MK9, armored crap. Having armor on characters, just stop it. Remove that from the game. Cameos, they're not going to get removed. They're too committed to it because they're clowns. So we need a 1v1 mode. And that'll separate the men from the boys. Because, you know, it's how it is. Right? It's how it is. 10 seconds. 10 seconds! I was held in the air for this. And this is just one of a couple of Kenshi combos that they can do. That they use a freeze character for. They can literally freeze you. And then what, 1 or 2 seconds it takes for him to get Sento out? That's already 2 seconds down. Right? Not to mention the rest of this ping pong match bullshit. This is why people are walking away. It's not a get it good, it's not a skill issue. It's crap gameplay, it's cheap. It only applies to people that love this sort of cheap crap gameplay, and the average fan's walking away. The average fan is actually walking back to MK11. Oh, people didn't like MK11 because there was no combos. Listen, I can load up MK11 right now, and I can show you the list of combos that's available. What's a combo? Oh, if it doesn't take off 300 to 400 damage, it's not considered good? To me, jump kick, harpoon, uppercut is a standard combo for me with a scorpion. That's good enough for me. I don't need to sit there and give someone a plane ticket and launch them into space while I do it. And I get people on my channel bitching, whining, complaining, going, oh, you know, you're so negative, you so this, so that. Well, there's the door. Nobody made you click on my video, bro. Right? But one day, you're going to come back to this video. You're going to come back to my other ones, and you're going to go, you know what, you're right. You want to know why I'm right? Because I can see shit that's happening. I can see down the road how it's going to play out, right? It doesn't matter how much fluff, how many Omni-Mans and guest characters and all that bullshit that they throw in the game. MK overall is an absolute laughingstock. I know other fighting games have their big combos and stuff, sure. But I had a ball in my Tekken 8 beta. Both times, right? There are people in there that know how to do big combos. But you know what? It doesn't take 10 seconds out of my life for it to happen when they do them. And I still feel like I have, if you go watch my beta gameplay, come back and won because I know all the tools that I have available. There are no tools. You expect people, the average person, to suddenly start learning about frame data, pluses, minuses, and all that stupid ass shit that makes you guys think that you sound so technical. I don't give a crap. Right? I know how to scrap. I know how to fight. Give me some of their combos. Give me their special moves. Show me how to defend it, and off I go. But it is work. It is work in an NRS game to beat these broken systems that they started to bring in an MK9. And all you want to do is make everyone super powerful. Oh, that's great, bro. What? It'll take you 3 seconds to think that one out. That's wonderful, wonderful, right? I'm so glad you and the 10 other pro players out there on Twitter are very happy that you might get what you think you deserve. But no, you don't line the pocket of NetherRealm. It's the vast majority that line the pocket of NetherRealm, that keep them in business, that give them the money, that hope that they get a good standard product of a game. And you know what we got? Right? You know what we got? We got an anorexic product. We got an anorexic mobile product. An invasions mode that is so boring. I'd much rather put my dick between the two lids on the toilet and slam it for 10 seconds. You get a mastery system that is so grindy that people had to exploit invasion nodes just for hours upon hours upon hours to unlock the only content in the game, which is the cosmetics. It's not about skill that you've been awarded this outfit or awarded this brutality. No. It's that you sat there for 5 hours, killing 3 people in a row, hopefully getting that flawless and brutality. You know, and then you'll get the most XP. If you don't, well, it takes even longer. Story mode's not bad. Character designs aren't bad. Stages are great, except for the fact that not a single stage in this game has a single stage fatality. But pro players don't care, because pro players think that the only content that matters is getting online. Oh, you need to study. You need to work out the frame data and what's plus and minus on block and all this sort of bullshit. Nobody's got time for that crap, bro. Nobody gives a shit. People just want to get their character, learn some of their moves, get online and have a bash. Not get steamrolled by this sort of dumbass crap. Who's this game made for? It's not made for the average MK fan. And when you got more people on the Steam version of Mortal Kombat 11 playing the game, at some points it was almost triple the player base. And this game, MK1, stupid ass name by the way, has only been out for just over a month. And it is already dying. It's not because of the nerfs, bro. It's because it's broken. It doesn't matter how many nerfs they apply to this game. If you do not have good defensive options in a fighting game to combat the offensive options, you will never, ever find balance. Ever. These are pre-programmed combos, right? There's no freedom, right? Because every time I get online, this is the shit I see. It doesn't matter what character it is. I know exactly that when they start doing their little big combo, I know what they're going to do. Oh, they're going to do this and jump up and do this, right? And so I had some comment go, oh, you should know how to defend it. Yeah, I do, bro. I do know how to defend it. But after a while, I just get tired, man. I'm just bored. It is boring. And that is why the majority of people are walking away from this game. Because it is boring. Getting online and playing is not content. And then if this is the sort of shit that you got to deal with. Oh, there's a video, right? Let me see if I can pull it up before I finalize, because I've already covered it. I already covered it in a video, right? I uploaded it. I was held in the air, right? For 12 seconds. Right? It was a Smoke Serena combo. Right? Let me just actually, no, never mind. I'll just, hang on. I'll just move that over there. I know it's all a bit broken, but whatever, right? 12 seconds. I even put a damn timer on it. Couldn't escape. First round. Can't break the combo. So my suggestions for dealing with this sort of stuff, bring in tech rolls. Bring in armored rolls out of the air. Bring in combo breakers on one bar. Oh my god, you can't do that. It'll break the game. No, it'll break your vision of the game. That's not the majority of people that want that. We had combo breakers. What was it? 3 pips? Was it per round or per fight? I can't remember. I'd have to check. Back in the 3D era. We have Killer Instinct that you can break a combo anytime you like. Just as long as you get the right combination. But you can still do it. You can still break that combo. There's no restrictions. Right? So don't give me that bullshit that say, oh, 1 bar would break the game. No, 1 bar would absolutely break this kind of bullshit. It would put people in check. It means that they can't sit there and get away with this crap. It makes them and forces them to think outside the box. One example I use before I go, I think I've already said this before, but I'll say it again. I main Reiko in Combat League. I do it because he's awesome. I've been waiting to see him come back since Armageddon. So got him back. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm going to jump in there. I really dig these moves, and that's it. I'm not sitting there doing 400 damage combos like some loser. No, man. I'm just having fun, right? I just scrap. And scrapping means that you adapt and try and beat the person and take away their tools and use yours. But in this game, it is heavily 95% in their favor and only 5% in mine. Because if I decide to play more defensive, you're screwed. Right? Oh yeah, sure, they jump in, you can do this, you can do that, whatever. But if you miss that one attack, this is what you get. And this is post-nerf. This isn't pre-nerf, right? Because the Cyraxes are dropped back out again, and people are just pulling up the old Serena, or going with Frost and Subby, right? 12 seconds. 12 seconds. But, you know, let's not talk fair gameplay. Give me a break, man. Funny how not a single pro player out there is advocating for the inclusion of defensive measures to give people a fighting chance against this sort of stuff. No, you just expect arrogantly that people need to sit there in a training mode for God knows how long to learn how to defend against this crap. I don't have this problem when I play Street Fighter. I didn't have this problem playing in Tekken 8 or Tekken 7. I lose because the person's better than me. Not because I got held in the air and kept out of the loop with no tools whatsoever at my disposal for 12 seconds. And I don't give a shit how many people tire of what I say. I don't give a crap. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a pro player. I'm a customer. And this is a poor product. Across every single conceivable level, apart from maybe a couple, it's a poor product from top to bottom. And the only time the pro players started bitching and whining about this game was when the nerfs came in and they couldn't get away with doing stuff like this with Cyrax. Yep. Catch you next time.